Hello. As you can tell, I'm back in my dorm room. I just flew back into New York yesterday. It's been pretty nice, I guess. I have the room to myself for a couple of days, so that's good. Um, Sadly, I wasn't able to make a video while I was at home, but my time at home was actually very refreshing and relaxing for the most part, even though my parents still got on my nerves every now and then. Obviously, after living independently, it's kind of weird having someone, still trying to tell you, like, what to do and stuff, but overall, it was really nice. I got to see my friends again, and I went on a road trip to Virginia Beach with my best friend. Part of the reason I didn't really make a video while I was home was because I was, like, sick and dying most of the time. I don't know why, but well, I do know why now, but, like, for the past 2 months, I've had this mystery cough that won't go away, and it's, like, very mucusy, and sometimes at night when I tried to sleep, I felt like I couldn't breathe, and it turns out that it was asthma, and I've never had asthma symptoms before, but my doctor told me that sometimes people, when they move to, like, new environments, and also since this is my first winter in New York, it can, like, trigger asthma, I guess, and also my grandma has had asthma, so I basically was, like, dealing with that outbreak, and I actually had an asthma attack while I was on the road trip with my best friend, so that was kind of a damper to the end of our, like, New Year's Eve road trip, but, I got, like, I have, like, all these inhalers and stuff I use now, so I just, like, carry this baby with me everywhere I go, and it keeps me from wheezing and dying and stuff, so that's always good, but it's, I feel like my mind is just rushing right now, but I think being back home for that little bit, like, it was just really refreshing to go back, like, when I remember when my dad was driving me back from the airport and I was looking around my neighborhood again and just, wow, I'm in North Carolina again and just trees everywhere and my big spacious room and my home, like, our big kitchen, our, like, just our house and not having have to fit my life into this tiny cramped dorm, like everything that is mine in this tiny little dorm, like I have my own area, and I think it was just a really nice break, and it kind of made me have more, I don't know, like more understanding of myself, if that makes sense. Because I feel like since I've been in New York, I kind of been caught up with this idea that I had to leave the old me behind. But I think now I realize that I don't have to leave the old me behind because I'm still me. So that's that. Let's see what else. I was a little depressed earlier today because I think sometimes I like, I don't know, I sometimes like obviously I've talked a little bit about sex and stuff, but sometimes when I have sex afterwards, I feel really guilty. Sometimes I really like it. If it depends on who it is. Like, I mean, if it's someone I know, like, genuinely will care about me, and blah blah blah, then obviously it's really nice. But I think sometimes I'm just, like, seeking that high of, like, like, guys liking me and thinking I'm attractive or whatever, and then once they sleep with me, or, like, when it's, like, unfair and they, like, make you give them a blowjob and you don't get anything back in return even though they say they will, uh I mean, I'm just like, that doesn't really, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to go into detail, but let's just say that tonight I, like, put out when I shouldn't have, and it was just stupid, and then I felt really bad about it afterwards, and I was just acting all moody. I remember the dude, obviously he was, like, too stupid to even know what was going on. And I don't know, that's just kind of stupid. Like, I don't know, but it's whatever. Like, I don't know why I don't even know why I feel bad about it. Like, yeah, it's just, that's just living in the city, I think, is always trying to find something to do without, like, a reason to, or, you're here, so you might as well, and then, but then I'm not into it at all, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, if it's someone I genuinely care about and I've, like, thought about this for a long time, then yeah, I think sometimes, when I seek out those, like, almost like one night stand type of things, even though I've never had a true one night stand, but when I seek out, like, stuff like that, like, I just let it happen. I'm just like, okay, like, you're somewhat attractive, even though I know you're not that smart, but we can do it. And then I just feel bad because they don't actually care about you and they don't, like, it's all physical, and then it just makes me feel really bad. So, I don't know. And then I get all moody for no reason, and then I'm, like, all passive aggressive ish, and I want them to understand, but they can't understand. But, I don't know. I'm, still trying to find a purpose of it all, but I think I'm just gonna try to, like, keep myself, like, I don't know, just remind myself of things that do matter and the people I do care about and the good moments I've had with the people I care about and, stuff like that. And that's, I guess, ultimately what matters. So, I guess that's all I wanted to say.